Bonjour. Welcome to the latest episode of Indian Way with Jonny R. And I'm your host, Jonny R. Obviously, coming to you live from the Red Lake Nation on the southern shore of the mighty Red Lake. How do you do? Um, coming to you, coming before you as a humbled man. Yesterday I learned that I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic, which doesn't really come as a shock because, I've eaten candy and junk my entire life, and it was just bound to happen because I got a lot of bad habits. I used to drink a lot, eat a lot of junk food, obviously. Well, actually, this part, for those of you listening, I put my arms out to show off my big body. But I'm actually 21 pounds lighter since October 10th. I've lost, I was thinking I did a lot of walking, drank a lot of water, and didn't really go to McDonald's. Well, actually quit going to McDonald's. So maybe that's where the 21 pounds fell off me that I lost. But I don't know. Maybe I lost that weight because I'm sick. But who knows? So I started some medications this morning, and I also was diagnosed with high blood pressure, which in all my years, out of I don't know hundreds of hospital visits, my blood pressure was only high maybe 3 times in my whole entire life. But the doctor, since I was looking like diabetes was going to be the diagnosis, he also gave me high blood pressure pills. So this is my life now, fighting off diabetes and high blood pressure. But I could see this coming. I couldn't stop because I got a lot of bad habits, like I said. I drink a lot, I eat a lot of junk, but I am in quite the battle now. I mentioned this on Twitter, and a lot of people saying that it's not really a death sentence, and then other people were saying, they felt bad for me and send me positive vibes and stuff, which I appreciate. So I'm actually in a point where I'm numb right now. My whole well, just about all the less fortunate people do suffer from type 2 diabetes. It's just not the Native Americans. It's poor communities all across the country suffer from diabetes type 2 because of the sugars we take in every day. So from now on, I'm going to be watching I'm trying not to take in as much sugar. I'm going to be exercising along with the walking that I had been doing. So I'm going to be pretty buff here by, I don't know, New Year's. See, look at that. Ooh. Look at this one. Ooh. Look at that. Ooh, the gun show. I'm just kidding. Ow. That fucking hurt. Should have loosened up. So that was one of my major things this week, because what made me think about that, well, I actually mentioned to my wife for about the last couple weeks, my vision has been, pretty blurry. Not really blurry, but not enough to keep me off the roads or really concerned. But it was just, far off distance. Like when we were at the water park with the kids, I couldn't really tell which ones were them because my eyes were a little blurry. And I mentioned that to my wife, and she's the one that told me to, get a appointment with a doctor. And I went in yesterday. I didn't have an appointment set up or anything, so I talked to the, I don't know, the lady that does the checks you in, which happened to be one of my friends from high school. So, And she's recommended, well, just go into the clinic, see if they have any openings. So I did, and they said, well, yeah, we got one for later today, well, actually yesterday. So I went in, told the doctor what I was happening, my eyes and my uh, you know typical diabetes symptoms, and he said, well, yeah, that's what it sounds like. Take your blood pressure, check your vitals, and all that stuff. And so that's how I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. So I won't get to eat all the cool shit anymore, the fun shit. So that's going to be a big... Well, actually, I haven't really been eating, eating the junk food lately. It's just the candy. The candy got me. I'll admit, I've been, the last month or so, I've taken in a large amount of candy. And I think my teeth are next. So I'm sorry if that bothered you on iTunes and Spotify. But I'll be taking care of my teeth next. So, but yeah, it was kind of shocked. I don't know. I knew this was coming because I wouldn't quit my bad habits. But when it actually hits you, you're like, fuck, man. I don't know. I think of diabetes, I think of my late Uncle Joe. He suffered from, the effects of diabetes. And, he struggled with it. And I think it's what he succumbed to in the end. So, but, I'm still, I don't know, relatively young to fight back. I know what I have to do, and I have no choice but to do it. So that will be my next mish. So come before you as a newly diagnosed type 2 diabetic, and I will fight to keep it under control. I will be taking better care of myself. And, plus these 21 pounds, I'm probably going to lose another 21 pounds in the next month. So I'm going to be like, I don't know, college weight. Wow, the first time I went to college. College weight. So if you see me around, I'm not on drugs. I'm just ugly. And I'm also a diabetic. So that's where it's going to be. But I'm going to start working out more. It's an Ojibwe word for it. I plan on, and never mind. But I'm going to be taking better care of myself, lifting weights, running, whatever it takes to keep the diabetes under control. So that's what I'm doing. I can't grasp it yet. I had a moment there when I was coming out of class after the doctor called me. But here we are, still alive, still kicking, still talking shit. But last week I had one of my friends' kids passed away my friend Marcella, she had a daughter, Savannah, and Marcella passed away in 2014. And her daughter, Savannah, passed away last week at the young age of 27. And I'm still another thing I'm trying to grasp, I'm trying to get my hands around that, and my head around that. And I don't know. I've talked about, when I was in South Dakota, I talked to my friend Gabe about how, a lot of the funerals we're going to and reading about are people that are more familiar to us now. More and more familiar faces are passing away, our age, younger. And it's really, I don't know. I suppose another wake up call to how soon things could be, you never know. You never know when the last time you're going to see somebody. And I knew Savannah since she was about 4 years old. I worked with her mother and got to know her mother, Marcy, pretty well over the years. And, Mother was like a another big sister to me. So that's how I got to know her and be good friends with her. And then Savannah was already born, and got to know Savannah. Watched her grow up. She'd come over for birthday parties for our kids and stuff. And it's just so sad to see our people die at such a young age, and just makes you realize how short of a time life really is. No matter how old you are, if you're 112 years old, shit, that's only of all the time humanity's been here, that's nothing. Go back to the dinosaurs, 64 million years. I was gonna say billion, but I know it's a million now. And then before that, I don't know. We're not here very long. We don't have time to waste. We gotta live life to the fullest, but not hurt anybody or yourself. And that's what a lot of our people are having trouble with. I don't know the circumstances of Savannah, but you look at Red Lake as a whole. There's a lot of young people suffering. No direction, or again, this is I don't. This isn't Savannah. I'm just thinking about the whole. Because I knew Savannah, I knew what she was going through, and told her I was proud of the progress she was making as a young woman and a young mother, and I'm just glad that's probably the last thing she ever heard me say to her. That I was proud of her. But I always think, shit, I could have did more for her. Could have been there for her. Her mother was my best friend, and I could have done more. But just like now, even all these young people out there struggling, I could do more for them. I want to do more. I don't want people to live in Red Lake thinking they're alone, in the struggles that they're facing. A lot of us have faced struggles like that. Myself still struggling with alcohol and anxiety and depression. I suppose I was diagnosed with previously. So I know there's a lot of things that we can't control, and just gotta do better. Do better for ourselves. Do better for each other. And another thing I've been thinking about is, the whole indigenous community as a whole. We got to do better for each other. There's no way around it. No, we were talking about tribal enrollment in class. Was that last week? And the topic came up about how some tribes aren't taking members anymore because maybe it's the money, maybe it's the resources, and but Red Lake, the bold Red Lake Nation did with our enrollment, when we're enrolling everybody that whose relatives that were enrolled in 1958 were now full bloods, and then that carries on to the next generation. So we're gonna have I don't know. They're thinking maybe between 1,000 and 2,000 new members, and when that new January resolution takes effect, or is it March? I don't know. But yeah, we can't leave our people out there. We can't. It's not right. The ancestors didn't do that. They didn't leave people behind because they'd make them look bad or drain their resources, and I don't know. But that's where I am. So I'm pretty, with my diagnosis, and going to the funeral today for my friend, and we got a lot to think about. We have a lot to do. We have a lot of helping each other, and I'm doing the best I can, but I can only do so much. I got my house full of kids here. I'm still trying to raise and teach them to be good people. That's all I can do, But hopefully we'll get there. And I'm just struggling with a lot right now. School's a little overwhelming, but man, as long as I show up, I should be all right. Right? Is that how it works? 50% in life, 50% of life is just showing up. So hopefully that works out for me. But on an upbeat or high note, or what does that call? I don't know. Whatever that is. Up note, high, whatever. Friday night, I had a show at the Black Bear Casino in Carlton, Minnesota, where I opened for Gilbert Brown, who gave me the shirt. See this? Let me go to the side here. Go to this side. It's a Washington Rednecks shirt. Rednecks. Washington Rednecks. Got this for him. Very political, and I like it. It's a little big because I'm losing weight, so. Anyway. But yeah, I opened up for Gilbert Brown and the Reservation Sensation JR Redwater, and that was probably the most fun I've ever had. Well, not ever. This year, anyway. I had so much fun. Just it seems like when they just let me go out and say whatever I want, no shackles, no rules. That's when I have what I feel is my best performances. And I did record it on my my voice app on my phone, but the audio isn't the best. But from what I could tell, the crowd had fun, and I was having fun, and it was just 20 minutes of pure chaos, pure resiness, just talking shit and having fun, and it was just, it was a very good time. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Fond du Lac Band of Superior Ojibwe, who owned the Black Bear Casino in the community. I also had a couple co-workers show up. Well, actually now former co-workers show up to support a bro. And I had dinner with one of my co-workers, and then her friends, who just happened to be married to a tribal council member in Fond du Lac. So that was pretty cool. We had a lot of talked a lot of not business, but like overall tribal business. We were talking about the the social programs of both tribes, Red Lake and Fond du Lac, and also talking business and how hard it is for casinos to make money now, because we're in the up north. Everybody's outside fishing, hunting, ricing and duck hunt, whatever kind of hunting, and it's hard to get the people all in a casino to spend money. They'll come and eat, but the casinos need the people to stay and spend more money. So, but yeah, we got a good discussion over there. At a 16-ounce prime rib, and they bought the meals for me, so that was very nice of them. So hopefully I can repay them someday. Yeah, that was so much fun. Jerry Redwater, his usual, energy on stage, and Gilbert Brown killed, and he had a hell of a closer, and oh man, I can't believe how much fun that was. And the people got it for free. It was a free show, so that was that was my week. Well, yeah, I went Friday, and I actually came back Friday night when I was done. I don't know if you saw on my Facebook page, my YouTube page, where I had a behind the scenes diary, video blog, or whatever it is. So that's still up on my pages there. If you want to check those out. YouTube.com/94warriors, the number 94, and at the Jonny R on Facebook. I don't know if I put it on. No, I couldn't put it on Twitter. I put the YouTube video on Twitter and Instagram. But yeah. But as of right now, I only have one more gig lined up, and that's for I don't even know what month I'm in. Oh, December 14th, which is also the Red Lake Nation Tribal Distribution Day, where we get every enrolled tribal member gets $200 for Christmas, and that'll be distributed to on-reservation residents on the 14th. And then the off residents gets theirs on the 12th. So get ready, Northern Minnesota. There'll be a lot of Red Lakers coming to spend their money. So be fucking nice to them. Huh? Please do. But everything else, what else did I do? Just been going to class, learning a lot, getting smarter, and yeah, my calendar's pretty open. So I know some of you might have Christmas parties coming up. Why not hire me? Let's go do it at a bar, take your glasses off, turn the lights down, and see what happens. Huh? No? Alright. A little inappropriate. But shit, man. We gotta do something. And again, still got this documentary racist comedy coming out, blah 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 blah, supposed to get a link, blah blah. Like, fuck, man, just give me the link. As soon as I get the link, I'm gonna burn a copy, and then we're off to the races. This way. I don't know. So frustrating. 5 years of my life. Or is it 4? 4 years of my life. Yeah. I think that's all I got. I'm still trying to wrap my head around being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Trying to understand burying a young friend, and it has me thinking now, after being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, I'm actually thinking of going back to work now, because I think the worst, I need to leave something for my kids, and it's a possibility that, things could go the way I don't want to, being a diabetic, so I need to, or maybe all my content online could make my kids some money, my wife and kids some money. I don't know. That would be the dream. But I really do need to consider having something. I'm only 43 years old, but you never know. Just like, my friend was like 27 years old and she passed away. And gotta be prepared, Gotta have your legacy. Make sure your kids are taken care of. And I don't know if it's being selfish trying to go back to school and get my bachelor's, but now that I'm I suppose having diabetes, I gotta rethink some things, I don't know. That's maybe a little drastic or dramatic, but that's just the way I think, and I need to do something quick. If this res comedy documentary ever fucking comes out, I'm so sick of waiting for it. None of it is under my control, and I will never seize creative control ever, or seize and assist. No, what's the word? I will never handle over creative control again on anything I do. Like, I don't have a manager. I don't have an agent. I don't have, a lot of money behind me to get me out and about. I'm just a lone wolf, doing it my way. It's not very profitable, but it's my way. I'm not going to be making videos to appeal to people, being somebody I'm not. I'm just a Red Laker, trash talking Red Laker. Can't be anything more than that. Well, even though I try to be an actor and stuff, but I don't know what will come out of my acting career. But I can't appeal to the masses like some of my fellow native comedians. I'm just way in the back, way in the back, chilling, waiting for my opportunity to pounce on that, because I'm not going to be making videos where I'm not myself, I'm just me, just a husband, father, comedian, actor, writer, director, producer, podcaster, radio DJ, and type 2 diabetic. It's all depressing. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring it down. Come back, please. Come back. But, yeah, I just thought I'd check in with you. Let you know what's going on. So hopefully I can get some more gigs. Seems like after that gig shit, man, I should be a headliner after that one. I swear to God. And my rates will reflect that, after this December 14th one. Then I'm going to be asking for headliner money. Fuck. It's also my 10-year anniversary doing comedy on November 30th, which I'm thinking, there's not really any venues around where I am. So I'm thinking of just setting something up in my basement and live streaming it, all my jokes. I'll go for, longest I've ever gone was 88 minutes on stage. So maybe I'll bring out every single joke I've had and just sit in front of the camera and do my first ever comedy special. Will be live from my basement. So that'll be cool. That'll be fun for me. I don't know about you, but we'll think of something. 10 years in the game. Wow. I think I'm not as bloated as when I started. Well, I'm actually lighter than I was when I started too. So 10 years ago. Yeah, I was pretty, 21 pounds in the last month. So I'm looking maybe another 15 pounds this next month for a total of what was that, 36 pounds in 2 months? I don't know. We'll see. We'll think of something. But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'm going to upload this video to YouTube. So, miigwech, and I will see you, I don't know when.